So you want to start by getting yourself a piece of red material. I chose this particular one because my cat loves to lay on it. Then you just want to fold it in half and cut out a quarter circle. And then you'll open it up and you should have a half circle. Then cut a hole big enough to fit the width of your cat's neck, in my cat's case 3.5 inches. And then cut a rectangle of the same red material, and you're just going to lay that with the outsides together, and you're going to sew it all the way around the neck hole. Just sew it all the way around, but you won't tie off the thread ends, and that will help it stand up a little bit in a minute. And so you'll just, once you've got it sewn, you take the thread ends and you pull it to give it a few gathers. You don't need a lot, just enough to create some ripples in the cape like this. And then of course you'll just tie off the thread ends and cut them off. So for the Eye of Agamotto, I cut a basic eye shape from Pellon, and then you'll want to cut another the same size but with a circular hole in the middle, and then a smaller eye shape small enough to fit inside that hole, and then a circle to fit on the little eye part. And then those will all just fit together. And then you want to get some gold foil fabric, and you'll lay it gold side down, and then just hot glue all of your Pellon eye pieces to the back of the gold foil. And then you'll cut 4 small rectangles from Pellon and glue those to the foil fabric as well. And then you'll cut all the Pellon pieces out of the gold foil that they're glued to. And then you'll slowly assemble your eye, gluing the small eye to the big eye, and then the circle to the center of that. And then you'll do one of the strips over everything there, and then another strip, and then another strip, and then the 4th strip, going the opposite direction of course. And then you want to cut all the tail ends from the strips off around the outside. If you flip it over you can see where they're sticking out. Just cut those off. And then you'll just hot glue the final piece over the top of everything. And so even though Dr. Strange wore the eye as a necklace, since this is a cat costume, I'm going to use it as a fastener for the cape. So what you want to do is just sew one end of the eye to the corner of the cape. You can just do that by hand with a needle and thread, just a couple stitches to hold it in place, nothing fancy. And just tie off the thread and cut it off to hold it in place. And then put some sticky back velcro, a small piece of sticky back velcro, on the other side of the cape, and put the corresponding piece on the top side of your eye. And then you'll be able to fasten the cape right around the cat, just like that. And so then here is Miss Frodo as Dr. Strange with her magic. I absolutely cannot convince her to stand up, but hopefully it gives you an idea of what it looks like.